Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Shield Tradelocke. We've got two Pokemon on our team. I know, a whole two, right? Let's get all these things bookmarked off. Okay. Actually, while I'm at it, because it doesn't hurt to do this early in the game, we'll just have them both have an Oranberry on them. So we've got Corey and Cheekers. So we've got a whole two members of the team. Cheekers is at level 10 already, which was an improvement over the Bunnelby we caught. It's a special attack up. Oh boy. Does have Bite already though, so that's good. That's not too bad, actually, the Stuffed Cheeks. I get it, Sonia. Leave me alone. I want to change my look and then do some raid battles to get some candies. I wonder how the Nuzlockes look at the raid battles. I guess as long as you don't lose your Pokemon, it's okay to lose the raid battle because the others lost. I don't know. What I do know is, again, we're going to get our look kind of started / figured out. Let's see. I want to do a look I haven't done before. I try to make every playthrough a little bit different. Bowl cut, I don't think I've done yet. I've done long hair. We've had the short style. It may be short style or bowl cut. I've had green hair and white hair before. I haven't done green with this style. I guess I'll keep it the same for now. So I figure something else out. I think there's other hairstyles you get eventually. Yeah, I'll wear it. If I do makeup, can I change my eye color? Or am I not far enough in the game to do that yet? Ah, there we go. I can at least do this. Let's see. We want pale blue. I guess pale blue is the closest I'm going to get. I could give myself green eyebrows or something and just look funny. We'll do thick. Sure, why not? For the eyebrows. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. So no change in the hairstyle yet. I got my eyes right. Got my eyebrows pretty much right, too. What do we have for options in here to wear? Alright, a little bit more to pick from. Kind of like the Pin Church and shirt. Tracksuit jacket. Some hoodies. Varsity jacket. Not sure I like the plaid so much. We got the black pants. I don't really need tights. Yeah, I don't really want the platinum stuff either. Sure. Sure. I don't have that much money. Never mind. Different hat. Some glasses options. Got some gloves I could wear. Not really anything there I absolutely want. We'll wear the green collar shirt. And we'll wear the varsity jacket over that. Well, I don't have the money for it. Never mind. Good enough for now. Let's go put the black pants on. Alright, it's something. It's not great, but it's something. I'm gonna try to sell that revive. Because if I could get a few more bucks to have a chance at getting the jacket, that'd be nice. Nope, not yet, but at least now I can't mistakenly use the revive. Alright, we're going to do a couple raid battles. So I don't get decimated by the first person we battle in here. Because this game's designed that you're supposed to spend a little bit of time in the wild area before you go up there. So, yeah, now we'll fight the Xatu because we have a Pokemon that has Bite. It makes sense now. Alright, Cheekers, you're up. First battle with us. I think for these battles, if they're the story battles... well, I guess there aren't really any in the story. I'm thinking of post-game. Obviously, if they Dynamax in a regular battle and beat us, that we lose in a Nuzlocke. We'll play this by ear. We'll address what happens if we lose in a raid den if we end up losing in a raid den, like individually. Obviously, if we lose because Xatu beats something else 4 times, that's different. See, like, it killing Wobbuffet doesn't really matter. Although the fact that it hurt Wobbuffet that much does not bode real well for us. That helps. That was good. It was a crit, but it was good. Alright, so the Wobbuffet went down. Yeah, we'll go through all the lights up here in this first area once to get us some candies and such, and then we'll move on. Alright, Xatu's been defeated. We don't catch it because it's not used for any of the trade Pokemon. That's another thing, is if we do encounter a Pokemon that we can use to trade later, I will catch it. Alright, so we got a little bit of EXP candy, a rare candy, citrus berry is helpful, try attack, so we've got a better physical move now. It's special, but we've got, I'm physical. A better normal move now. It's special, but we have a better normal move. Do either of our Pokemon learn it is the problem. Nope. But those can also be sold, so I might be closer to my jacket now. There's that to keep track of, too. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll do all these up here. There aren't any down there anyway, it looks like, so we'll get these other 6 taken care of, and then we'll go back into Motostoke. I know they reset after you clear them all. That's why I said I'm just going to do the rounds once. I've kind of forgotten how slow you traverse the area without the bike, after having the bike for years while playing this game. Alright, well, we're just going to leave Grookey in for this one then. Alright, Choodle. Okay, interesting cry there by the giant Corey. Let's go, Corey. Yeah, I think the rule I'm going to go by, because these are optional, so if I lose, I lose just like if I was battling a wild Pokemon. If my individual Pokemon, like if Corey goes down in this battle, then Corey's gone. If we lose because the other 3 Pokemon lost 4 times, I'm not going to count that as a loss for my guys. I think that's how I'm going to approach it. Because to get some of the better attacks and to get stay leveled up, etc., like we are going to have to do some of these at a couple intervals of the game. So it also may help with trying to find particular Pokemon for the trading. For example, let's say I decide to include that Isle of Armor trader I was talking about. If they were looking for, if they were, one of the trades would be Galarian Corsola for Corsola. Galarian Corsola is so difficult to find in the wild. Like, if I could find one in a den, that'd be so much easier. So yeah, there will be moments where I want to do the dens. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to stay away from the Isle of Armor Pokemon. That's going to be if we get under 6. Like, because again, there's 9 trades in the main game. But if we get to the point where we only have 5 Pokemon, I might start trying to, like, I might go to the Isle of Armor to see if we can get some of those other trades. And they're just exchanging forms, like trading Galarian Mr. Mime for regular Mr. Mime, Galarian Ponyta for regular Ponyta, like. So I would maybe try to get something like that. And they're all level 15, so they'd be probably under-leveled for what we needed anyway. So I'm going to try to stay away from using those, but if we do have a hard time and we start losing members left and right on the team, then I will take a crack at it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wasted a Pokeball. I will be releasing this Choodle as soon as it's caught, if it is caught. I just am in such a habit because I do the Dynamax adventures all the time. I'm so used to catching everything you see in case it's shiny. So, it will be released. Don't worry, everybody. Don't panic. Wow, we did not get many rewards at all for that one. Well, I accidentally updated the Pokedex with Choodle on that one. My bad. Alright, let's get rid of it. Like I said, not allowed to have anything that's not a traded Pokemon. So, bye-bye Choodle. But see, that's why we're doing these battles. That wild Choodle was level 16. Like, from the dens, whereas mine are 11 and 10. It's like, we need to do these raid den battles to get our levels up to where they need to be. I think that was a Wooper I saw. I was trying to figure out what that was from above there. Alright, once again, that's a ghost, so we're going to go with the Pokemon that knows Bite. Maybe we could get something good here, like a Shadow Ball or something, like something... Or, I mean, like, just anything Shadow Claw. Like, something... If we could get a couple strong moves that we shouldn't have this early, that would be great. Like I was joking earlier, if we would have had Leaf Blade already. I don't think Grookey can even learn Leaf Blade, but you get my point. Maybe Wood Hammer. Wood Hammer's not a TR, but, like, my point is that, oh, it can learn Earth Power and Earthquake when it evolves. So, like... Having something like that already would be great. With Squova being a normal type, I wouldn't be shocked if it could learn Thunderbolt and a lot of neat tricks like that. I think it's physically based, so it would probably suck with Thunderbolt, but it could probably learn it. Alright, this one's going to be a little harder than the first couple Dynamax battles. Only thing saving me is that while the Pokemon in the wild are this low level at this time, it might not know anything it could actually hurt a normal type with. Okay, it knows Astonish. I will say, as far as the next traded Pokemon we come across, I don't think we'll find the Pokemon that we can trade for it until we get to the town where it is. You like encounter that Pokemon right by the town. Fight it. We got Paraflinch going for us, although it can't flinch while it's giant. Didn't matter, Jolteon took it out. We are not going to accidentally catch it this time, as much as I love Duskull. I've even had an Eviolite strategy for Duskull. Yes, Duskull, not Dusclops, Duskull. Let's see, more candies. Bomb Mushroom can be sold, and Shadow Ball. There we go. Alright, so there's the remaining 5. I'm not going to hit up... Well, I was going to say I'm not going to hit up every glowing thing, but might as well get those Watts so that maybe I can also get some early moves from the Watt Trader. Alrighty. Just a moment, I'm going to check something with my setup. Alright, everything seems to be fine. Like I said, new setup, so there's going to be little hiccups like that where I need to check things at times. Fancy Apple. That will not be used at all in this playthrough because we are doing the trade-only stuff. So, that'll be something I can just sell for money. Oh, we got 2 side-by-side back here. Let's go ahead and just scoop up those Watts. Energy Root, that's a good find. Alright, $13.50 already. I think it was $3,000 for stuff like Leaf Blade. I'm not looking for Leaf Blade in particular. That's just one that stuck out in my head because I saw it earlier. Actually, speaking of which, there's supposed to be a trader somewhere over here, a Watt Trader. Maybe I went past him already. Getting lots of stuff I can sell, though, out here. Actually, I think he's supposed to be in the rolling field, so I'm not sure. Dark Flying. This one's not great for me, kind of regardless. We're going to try Swovet. Because if it knows any flying move at all, Corey would be in trouble. Oh, don't know why I'm coughing so much. I'm not sick or anything. I haven't coughed all day. The only thing I can think of is from talking and recording some of these videos. My throat must be getting a little messed up. Has been a while, ladies and gentlemen, hasn't it, since I've done some videos. Maybe I got to readjust to talking so much. Well, that wasn't us, at least, that went down to the Airstream there. Like I said, if we lose via the teammates getting destroyed, that's not really an issue. Oh boy, this is a problem. Why do we have a freaking Togepi on our... Really? Like that? We got a Togepi to help us? We had a Weavile in one battle helping us. We have a Togepi this time. I think this is one we're going to lose. It's just a matter of trying to keep Squovet alive. I should have used some of the candies I got already. I guess I was waiting to see, like, how many candies I got first. But it would make these battles easier if I went ahead and leveled up some. I don't know why it did Superpower instead of Rock Tomb. That was an interesting choice. We're almost halfway there, as I'm going to lose our Gigantamax. Or, I mean, our Dynamax. That's 2 defeated. I'm okay with, again, with losing as long as it's not Squovet that it takes out. That's one good thing about the Delmise being back out there. Is, with the Delmise being back out there, there's a good chance that it, tries to hit it with a super effective move instead of going for us. Halfway there. Okay, it did Tailwind, so it'll be faster now, but it doesn't hurt us at least. So let's see, we've had 2 go down, so like, we could maybe do this, but we don't have the Dynamax, so I'm pretty sure we'll lose. That's fine with me as well, because that's not gonna get Squovet to get defeated. Okay, back to using Rock Tomb again. Let's see, Gyro Ball, it's a lot better than you trying to use Slam. You get Stab off of that because of your ability. Alright, we're getting close. We might be able to do this. Alright, Cheekers survives. The berry's going to make a big difference here. Because another 18 would have taken us out. Now it takes 27. And the Cheek Pouch will finish restoring. There we go. Cheeker's coming up big. The Delmi is coming through. Alright, we've got Volibee in the red. We might just be able to do this. I have learned my lesson. Even if we do win, we're leveling up after this. Alright, we somehow found a way to win. Again, just try attack, but hey, those citrus berries are good. That gives us something better than an orange berry to use. Alright, well, we've got a moment before I do risk anything dying. Alright, up to 14 already there. Razor Leaf, so better grass option. Now we got Cheekers to 12, Cheekers to 13, Cheekers to 15. We'll do stockpile for now until we get something better. It's not really going to help right now, but if it evolves, it might help. we're getting an evolution for Corey here. Corey has evolved into a Thwacky. Double hit will be better than what we've got to work with. That's 70 overall, as opposed to Scratch's 40. Alright, we'll save the rare candies for now. Give the Dynamax candy to Cheekers, because it seems like we're using him a lot more for these battles than Thwacky so far. Some Rog and Roll over there. Let's go ahead and get these Watts over here. And then we'll go finish up these last 3 Dynamax battles and continue on with the game. Because again, from what it's looked like so far, I think these Watts are gonna, like, they're all gonna add up. Like, we're gonna need these 50s and such to get there to where we might be able to actually pull off getting a cool move early. And for anyone that says these trees look like something from the Nintendo 64, I grew up playing the Nintendo 64. It's not true, and even if it was true, who cares? It's a Pokemon game. See, like, I could have caught Bunnelby this way. So just as an example there. Alright, Thwacky. Alright, was checking on the cat again. Alrighty. Max Overgrow. Now that we're evolved and a little bit more on par with these wild Pokemon level-wise, we should have an easier time. I'm not over level either, because I mean a lot of those we saw by catching the Choodle by accident that they were level 16. So us being at 16, we've evened up the odds there. Good hit there, good hit there. Now we just hit it hard again and we win. Or the Hawlucha can handle that for us. Alright, what'd we get? Tri-Attack again, okay? Well, if we ever find any Pokemon that can learn Tri-Attack, we're set. Alright, we got 3 more to go. I'm not going to go down over the hill to get those, but 3 more of these to go. What are you doing out here? Sure. That's not that rare, but I'll take it. Except now it is going to put me like 100 short of the 3,000, so I didn't quite think of that. Maybe I'll go get 2 of these down over the hill. Alright, we've got a Grubbin to fight against. Alright, just max strike it a lot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go, cheekers. We got a Magikarp helping us out this time. Great. Well, that must be the world's weakest Delmise that keeps helping us, because it keeps going down in one shot to everything we fight against. I actually don't know when Squovit evolves. I have a Greedent like in my Pokedex, but I don't remember what level it evolves. Alright, it evolves at 24, so it's going to be a short bit before Cheekers evolves. In fact, I would argue that we'll probably have a gym badge under our belt before it has a chance to evolve. Although then again, with us having the limited amount of Pokemon to pick from, maybe it does a lot of battling and levels up a lot before then. Yeah, Leech Life. Again, I don't think we have anyone that can learn that, but that's still cool. Alright, 2 more to go here. Alright, Cleffa. Just petting my cat Tomcat as he goes by. Yeah, hi buddy, how you doing? Not the easiest night for you, huh? Good boy, Tomcat. Alright, let's beat up this Cleffa. The Magikarp survives, yet the Delmise almost always goes down one hit. Oh, I had a Focus Sash, that makes more sense. In the battle. Can we get a decent attack that one of my guys can learn? That'd be much appreciated. Dazzling Gleam is not a bad attack to get this early. I don't think either of these two can learn it, but since, like I said, a lot of the trade ones we get are fairy type, so having a Dazzling Gleam in the back pocket, not so bad. And this will be Thwacky. This is all Thwacky. Alright, this will be our last Dynamax battle. And then we'll go back to the story here. Big hit there on the Bonsly. If we get any help at all from the CPUs here, we should just have to hit Bonsly one more time. There we go. Our next attack will do it. Clefairy must have the ability where it ignores the weather conditions. Alright, max overgrow it again. We should be able to take it out with the terrain up. Yep. Drill Run, interesting. Again, I don't think we have anyone that can learn it, but like we are getting some good moves early here. And since we beat everything, they've all reset, so now we will have an easier time getting the watts. Oh wow, there's 6 all the way over there. Oh, I'm near the big pink one. I have to talk to it. Like, just to get, because it gives you the most watts. I'm not going to do any more of the battles, but I may go collect some watts still. So I can, oh, it only gave me 300 as well. I was thinking it would give me more. But I may go collect watts from these other ones. Just to up my chances of getting some cool moves and such. Speaking of which, from what we received, can we learn anything? Alrighty. A big negatory there. Yeah, I'll go check out these 6, and then we're done with the we are done with the Dynamax battles. I'm just collecting watts at this point. Mainly focus on getting to the 6 with light coming out of them, but if I see any on the way to them, I'll stop at others like this one. Right. There's all the Roggenrola again. Yeah, I think we've done enough candy gathering and such. Just gotta... I just want to get a few more watts here before I advance. I also want to see if there's anything I can pick up, like that mushroom there, for money, so I can try to get the jacket. But yeah, I have not seen anything yet that I could use for trading. That would be the one exception. I would maybe do a battle if I saw something for that. Right, check out this one. And then we'll move on from there. Wow, 3 Badoos that close to each other, huh? Alright, we're getting there. Let's sneak by these ghost-type Pokemon here. Alright. Drifloon. Let's see if I find one more here. We're going to have 5,600 or 5,600 for the watts. I think one of the moves was like 7,000, if memory serves. So, like, we're not real far off that if I wanted to collect more watts next time. I'm going to go get that other one right here, because it's just right over here with no grass in the way. We'll pick it up, so we have 57. There we go. Actually, what do you got over here? Sure. Money, okay. That's a good trade. I'll take that. I'll take some money there. I'll take some money there. Oh, boy. $5,000 for Thunderbolt. 3,000 for Crunch. Now that's a good one we could get. Alright, I need to look up and see what moves Thwacky and Squovet can learn. Let's see, Squovet can absolutely learn Crunch. So that's one to keep an eye on. Now, what does Thwacky learn? Let's see, Thwacky does not get anything cool really until it evolves. It can learn Energy Ball. That's about it right now. So, it's looking like the winner is Squovet getting Crunch, which will be stronger than Bite. We'll keep the watts we have so we can get more good attacks here in the future. I'll probably hang on to Bite for the time being, to be honest. Just because, like, it's not like we know any other great attacks. Sharply raises defense. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead of stockpile. And it'll have the bonus of when it eats a berry, it has its ability kick in, like all that nonsense. So yeah. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My one of my other cats, Cupid, is getting in the way of the recording equipment. Yeah, I think we're going to go like that. Do I have any other berries I can dispose of? I don't want to use anything really good like the citrus berries yet. Those can be good. I think for right now, we're actually going to switch the cherry berry to Corey. And we'll give the orange berry to Cheekers since we've seen that strategy work already. My cat doesn't seem to understand he's not allowed on the recording equipment. I'm not mad at him. He just wants to spend time with me. But Cupid here is not understanding he needs to be somewhere other than that. Alright, so anyway, we've got our stuff set up. Let's go back into town here. I'm going to sell some stuff so I have money to get my jacket. And then we'll call it an episode with me having my jacket. I may buy a new bag if I have enough extra money as well, because this thing's a monstrosity that's on my back. Alright, 33,000. That should do it. Alright, we've already got the shoes, we've got the we've got the socks, we got the pants. We're just shy of having enough for shoes. For a new bag, though, we've got options, although it looks like it's just the plaid bags. At least we got the jacket. Much better. Alright, we're gonna save by this very happy Onyx that could, like, eat us. Alright, if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. I'll see you next time for another episode of our Pokemon Shield Tradelocke. Alright, see you then. Bye-bye.